Hey, what up, legends? How's it going? It's your boy Kiwi and Bacon here, coming at you with Hearthstone news today. Blizzard has announced a brand new round of nerfs for some basic set and classic set cards, as well as an extra one, and I'm sure you already were kind of planning on it. There's 5 cards in total. I'll mention that in just a moment, but it's kind of refreshing to see that Blizzard is acting way before the standard rotation, and I'm sure we'll see things rotate into the Hall of Fame at that point. But for now, we have 5 cards that are getting nerfed, and it's quite interesting. And of course, I do understand that a few of you might get a bit distraught because there's a lot of changes to Hunter, Shaman, and Paladin. The first nerf that has been announced for the 5th of February is the nerf on Coldblood. Blizzard said that it is now going to cost 2 mana from 1, which effectively makes it no longer viable in Odd Rogue, which is extremely good, and it is going to slow down the ladder a bit. It's going to slow down the meta. People are going to be having a bit more difficulty to rush down control decks with Rogue, and in my opinion, it's pretty nice. I tend to play more control decks than I do aggro, so this is something that I'm interested in, though I do understand the distra of rogue players, which have been playing rogue specifically in the past couple months. This is not something that you are going to be happy about, but I feel like it is healthy for the rest of us out here. It is healthy for the meta, it is healthy for the ladder, and I think this is something that I'm interested in. Now, the second nerf is going to get a couple of people mad. All Shamans players out there, Flametongue Totem is now getting nerfed to 3 mana instead of 2. In the same type of thinking that Blizzard has applied to Coldblood, they want the ladder to be a bit slower, so giving minions extra attack damage is not something that they want, or at least it doesn't seem like they want that the ladder to be too aggressive. So Flametongue is no longer going to be viable in even Shaman, which, to be honest, was a really powerful deck, though it was not tier 1, or at least from what I remember. I know a lot of people are going to be absolutely livid about the change on Flametongue Totem, myself included. I thought that it was completely balanced, and I don't know where this nerf comes from. Maybe Blizzard has a bit more data on the card as we do. I don't think it was played in every single Shaman deck, so I'm not too sure why they're changing that right now. It will still somewhat be viable, but I feel like it will affect the ladder a bit less than it used to, which might be what Blizzard wanted to do. I hope they have a master plan for Shaman, because that is definitely a big hit for them. Not as big as the next one, though. We have Paladins getting gutted on Equality. In fact, Equality is now going to cost 4, which is the entire cost of their board clear previously, which was Pyro Equality. Now they have to pay 50% more, which is going to slow them down tremendously, and it is effectively going to make Control Paladin a much harder task to perform. I hope that Blizzard has a brand new board clear coming in, because we have something at the moment which costs 5, which is ways above the new Equality that we'll be seeing next week, since it reduced the attack of minions as well. I do not feel like players are going to want to play Equality anymore. There are going to be changes to most controlled paladins in my opinion, and I do not feel like the nerf on equality was deserved. Paladin is, while being good, has not always been good, and changing the base cards of it is going to affect it for the rest of Hearthstone, and I don't think that was deserved personally. Now, if you have a different opinion, feel free to say so and explain to me why that is the case, and why do you think that equality should be nerfed. But seriously, unless there's a new board clear to Paladin, we might have some trouble making controlled Paladin work as well as it used to. Next we have Hunter's Mark. Seems like people at Blizzard don't really like the fact that reducing the health of a minion to 1 is a thing. In the same sense that equality was nerfed, Hunter's Mark costing 2 from 1 is huge for hunters. Now, I do understand that all hunters, quote-unquote all hunters, most hunters are tier 1 right now, and some are maybe even above. Hunter is at a ridiculous spot right now, and some cards needed to be nerfed, though in my opinion, those cards were not Hunter's Mark. I feel like while Hunter's Mark is a removal for 1 or 2 mana with the Candle Shot, without the Candle Shot it is completely fine, and Candle Shot is getting rotated in 2 months approximately, so removing that is not necessary unless Blizzard is, they feel constrained by the fact that Hunter's Mark exists, so they can't really make good 1-drop weapon just like they did with Candle Shot. And then finally, that one, many players probably saw it coming, or at least are going to be happy about that nerf if they were not playing Hunter. The last nerf is Lesser Emeril Spellstone, now costing 6 mana instead of 5. That is going to do so much good on the ladder at the moment. Most matter of hunters were, as I was saying, tier 1. Now with the change on Emeril Spellstone, giving your opponent an extra turn to prepare against a ton of stats is fantastic. It's going to give Priest an extra turn to draw their board clear. It's going to give Warlocks an extra turn to prepare their Hellfire. It's going to give Warriors an extra turn to play taunts or something like that. And I feel like Emeril Spellstone was absolutely oppressive, and I do feel like Blizzard thought that it was as well. They want to position Emeril, and I'm reading what they said here, they want to position Emeril Spellstone as an efficient mid and late game threat, so they're including an extra mana in the cost to make it less of an aggressive tempo option, which does make a lot of sense. And they do include the Hunter's Mark change in that as well, though while it is technically a tempo play, did cost technically 2 cards to remove something, so I don't feel like it was too ridiculous, but it will definitely, those 2 changes are definitely going to change the quality of Hunter on the ladder. They're going to make them less of a threat to many control classes, and that, my friends, is something that many people wanted to see. So you let me know down in the comments section what you think. I'll see you guys next week when the nerfs come live, and we'll be able to discuss it more. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye.